Trying to get a great deal on a vehicle can be really frustrating, but it doesn't have to be, because today I'm going to give you 7 steps to get the best deal on your next vehicle. If that sounds interesting, then stick around. Hey there, my name is Brett Roos, and I'm a financial coach. I'm here to help you live your best life with your money. I'm also a former car salesman. I have 8 years of experience selling new and used cars and 6 years in RV sales. I too have also bought and sold a lot of vehicles in my life, so I know the best way to get the best possible deal. These steps can be used not only on cars, but also boats, RVs, motorsports, you name it. So make sure to stick around to the end, because you're definitely going to want to know the details on all of these. Now, let's get into it. Step 1, research your vehicle. The first step is finding the right vehicle for you. Start by researching the options available, browse online listings, ask for recommendations from friends, and check out reviews. The easiest customers to take advantage of are the ones that show up to the lot with the least knowledge of what they want, and they just have that "I don't know what I want, but I gotta buy a car and it needs to be today" vibe. It's okay to start looking around, but think about it. If you have no idea even what vehicle it is that you want, how are you supposed to know what you should be paying on it? The research you do doesn't have to earn you a master's degree in vehicles, but know the important things that you want: year range, make, model, features. You can even start a small list of the ones you're interested in, but the more narrowed down you are, the easier it is to get a great deal. Step 2, decide how you'll pay. Next, decide if you're going to be financing or paying outright. If you're financing, you'll want to check your credit score and research loan options. A strong credit score can mean lower interest rates, saving you a lot of money in the long run. If your score needs work, consider improving it before you apply for a loan. This can be a total game changer for your negotiating power. Once you have an idea of your credit situation, do some rate shopping. Visit local banks or check online to see what rates people with your credit score are getting. While it's not a perfect estimate, it gives you a solid baseline to work with. Here's also a fact in today's market that some of y'all won't like, but cash isn't always king at dealerships anymore. Many dealers get kickbacks from banks when they finance through them, so they will often offer a vehicle at a lower price if you're willing to finance, because they will make up for that on the back end. Here's a tip if you plan on paying cash for a vehicle and you run into this situation. If you do run into this situation, then it may make sense to follow through with the financing, then pay it off early. Depending on the price and the rate, you may end up only paying a fraction in interest versus the amount you save. Always run the numbers. Step 3, research the market prices. Really get to know what you should realistically expect to pay for the vehicle. Check out listings on websites like AutoTrader, Facebook Marketplace, and Kelley Blue Book. You can also check around at different dealers around the area and outside of the area to see what others are offering for it. Make sure to account for variables like the car's year, mileage, condition, and even location. Yes, location can affect prices a lot more than you think. It's all about supply and demand. A 4-wheel drive truck will have less demand in a place like San Diego than it would in a place like Oregon. The location can determine the value to the customer, so this will have a big impact on the price. Sometimes it pays to travel to pick up your vehicle, but once again, always run the numbers to see if it makes sense to do so, both money-wise and time-wise. And always compare apples to apples when you're researching market prices. Step 4, build a relationship with your salesperson. When it's time to visit a dealership, remember this: the salesperson is your gateway to getting a great deal. Treat them with respect and kindness. The goal is to get them on your side so they advocate for you when negotiating. I cannot even count the number of times that customers were just flat out rude to me because I was a salesperson and they thought that was the only way to get a good deal. When a customer acts this way, I had no real interest in working hard for them. I mean, why would I? Just because they're wanting to buy something doesn't mean that they have the right to treat me as less than human. So I really wouldn't put in the work for them. I'd tell my manager that I didn't really care if they bought the vehicle. And if the customer was being really rude, the management wouldn't want to sell them a vehicle either. However, there were other customers that I honestly just wanted to get the best deal for them because I truly enjoyed the experience with them. I wanted them to win. Some of these customers ended up becoming lifelong friends of mine. I think that every salesperson out there can agree with this, that if the customer is respectful, we will want to work harder to earn their business. Step 5, do not get emotionally attached. This is a huge mistake that many people make when they're shopping for a vehicle, or really anything. They get emotionally attached to the car. The dealer wants you to be attached to the car. There's often a phrase that's used of, go make them fall in love with it. Because if you, the customer, is emotionally attached to the purchase, you're more likely willing to spend more. This is why I preach minimalism and letting go of the need for material external validation so much. The less emotionally attached you are to an item that you're purchasing, the more logical you can think about the process. So stay focused and objective. Getting attached can lead to impulsive decisions, which usually end up costing you more. Remember, there are plenty of cars out there. Don't let one specific vehicle cloud your judgment. Now, if you're feeling completely overwhelmed by making a big financial decision, make sure to check out my video on how to quit worrying about making a financial decision, where I give you 4 steps to quit feeling anxious about making a big money decision, such as buying a vehicle. Step 6, focus on the price, not the payment. When you're ready to make an offer, focus on the price of the car and the trade-in value if you have one. Too many people get distracted by the monthly payment. That's just one piece of the puzzle. There's so many ways to manipulate the payment of a vehicle, which usually results from extending out the term, meaning you not only pay more for the vehicle, but you pay more in interest also. Price, trade value, interest rate, and loan term are all determine the payment. Negotiate based on the vehicle price and the trade, and make sure that the interest rate aligns with your research. Let everything else just fall into place naturally. Step 7, be ready to walk away. Finally, be prepared to walk away if the deal isn't right. The worst decisions are made on impulse. If the numbers don't add up, don't be afraid to leave and keep looking. Walking away might just bring the dealer back with a better offer or help you find a better deal elsewhere. I'm not saying that you need to walk away if the numbers aren't exactly the way that you want them to be. That's really for you to decide. However, it is really important to know that you can always walk away if the numbers don't feel right or doable to you. Now, comment below with a time that you decided to walk away because the deal just wasn't right for you. Now, here's a bonus tip. The best deal on a vehicle doesn't always mean the lowest price. There are a lot of factors that go into getting the best deal, and price is literally just one of them. Another is service. Is this place going to be the one that's helping you after you've made the purchase? And do they even appear to want to help you? Are they close enough to help you? Is the salesperson you're dealing with someone that you can trust to help you in the future if a problem arises and you need extra support? Do you feel like you were treated right so that when you come back to buy again, you feel welcomed? I 100% will pay more for great service. The last thing that I want after I just spent my own hard-earned money is to get the cold shoulder when I have an issue arise, which they always will at some point. You should consider the same. Buying your new vehicle is what you make of it. Ultimately, you are the one that's in control because you are the buyer and you can always say no. Helping clients make important financial decisions is just one of the many things that a financial coach helps out with. So if you feel like you may want that extra support, then hiring a financial coach may be for you. So the next time you find yourself looking for a great deal on a vehicle, remember these steps and share this video with somebody who you may know that is currently looking. Remember, the more informed and prepared that you are, the more control you'll have in the process. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more money-saving tips. I'll see you in the next video.